Hey ladies, it's Rachel. It has been a while since I have updated. I don't think I've updated since on my infertility since my last, not this last cycle, but the cycle before. So I apologize first off for not updating you guys. I've been really trying to keep my stress levels down. And not that YouTube's stressful, but just YouTube makes me think about it. YouTube makes me, think about, my infertility, makes me think about when my period's due, when I'm supposed to ovulate. And I just really wanted to try and keep all that to a minimum. And I really wish I would have, spent more time with YouTube this last cycle and a half, but I definitely think it's been good that I did take a little break for myself. So I just wanted to kind of update you guys on what's been happening. So after the last cycle, when I did take a test and then started my period right after, that cycle we did quite a bit different. First off, I didn't take ovulation tests. I took my Clomid, I took my metformin, but I didn't do anything else. And I think that really helped. I know that I'm pretty sure I ovulated. I had cramps. I had cramping on my left side this time. And that was like right at cycle day 15. And then I had it again on the right side on cycle day, I think it was like 18. So I'm pretty sure I did ovulate, maybe once, maybe twice. I'm not really sure. I obviously didn't do a trigger shot since I was trying to do things as naturally but unnaturally as possible. I didn't go to the doctors much this cycle, mainly because, for one, it's expensive to see an infertility specialist. The medications are expensive in themselves, and so my doctor agreed that it would be okay to do a cycle unmonitored. So we did that, and came around time for my period to be due. I actually waited till the day it was due to test, and it was negative, so I wasn't pregnant. I actually started my period, I believe it was cycle day 32, and I started it naturally. I didn't take any Provera or medroxyprogesterone, whichever you know it as. And so I decided that this next cycle I'm gonna just do completely natural. We're gonna take a break from Clomid, we're gonna take a break from metformin. I know we've only been using it 2 months, but it's put a strain not only on, our relationship, but it's stressful, it does a lot to your emotions, to your hormones, and I really didn't like how I felt and how I acted when I was on the Clomid. And I give props to my fiance for putting up with me. It really, the first cycle I took Clomid, I had no symptoms at all. The second time I would get a headache. I would take both pills at night as to kind of bypass the symptoms, and it worked for the most part. And then I'd wake up in the morning, I'd be wonderful, and then I'd get to work, and I would just every day, and during the course of taking Clomid and the day or two after, I just got these massive headaches. They hurt. It wasn't something that I liked, and so I just, I didn't want to deal with it. Especially, I was about to start a new job, and I have started now. It's going wonderful. But yeah, headaches and me do not get along. I didn't know if, aspirin or Advil, I didn't know if any of those, affected me getting pregnant. So I just didn't take anything for it. And it was terrible. And it definitely is totally worth it if, I were to end up pregnant. And I definitely plan on doing Clomid again, to help us get there. But we decided that, you know, we did it 2 months. They say that you really shouldn't do it more than 3 consecutive months, or 5 consecutive months, I think is what it is. And so we just decided that we're going to take a break. I'm 20 years old, as a lot of you guys do know. I'm still pretty young. I still have plenty of time. We just know that with my infertility issues, it probably will take longer for us. And so we're just preparing for that. My fiance is a lot older. Not a lot older, but he's 3.5 years older than me. So he's 23, almost 24. And I'm going to be 21 in a month. So we decided that we're gonna take a break. My period is due around Halloween, and my birthday is November 7th. So I'll be 21, and I don't really drink much, but we decided that we were going to take a break and we'll start again after my birthday. Now, that's not saying that we're preventing anything. We definitely aren't. We still are going to be not using any contraceptives, not using any, you know, methods to prevent it. Like I said, my period's supposed to start week or so before my birthday. So, you know, if I haven't started by my birthday, then I'm gonna take a pregnancy test. And I'm not gonna take one before, because that would be the best birthday present I could ever ask for. But if I'm not, then I'm 21 and I can go out and enjoy my birthday. So either way, it'll work out. Obviously, I would rather it work out as me being pregnant more so, because I can drink anytime. My fiance's older. He can buy me stuff. I don't drink much, and it's not something I really enjoy, but when you're 21, you're 21. So we decided on that, and we'll see where it goes. But we are changing a lot. So I want to talk about what we're changing this cycle. So we don't eat very healthy. I'm gonna just throw that out there. We went through a little, you know, spigot of time where he was laid off of his job. He has a new job now. He has a good job, but we got a little behind on bills, especially with all of our infertility and all that stuff. You know, we kind of put that before, you know, paying other bills, just because, you know, it's something we really wanted and we knew it would take some time. So we didn't get, you know, like super far behind, like, you know, getting our cars, you know, repoed or anything like that. But I mean, it was to the point where, you know, we couldn't really afford to get good groceries. So we were going out a lot. We were, you know, fast food. When we would get stuff, it'd be like top ramen, mac and cheese. And we both gained quite a bit of weight. I am up to 183 now. I weighed about 170 when I started on YouTube with this channel. And I weighed about 130 when I graduated from high school like 3 years ago. So that just kind of gives you a little bit of insight on how much weight I've gained. And I want to point my finger at PCOS for part of it. A lot of you girls know that it is more difficult to lose weight and easier to gain weight when you have PCOS. But there's also a lot of foods that affect PCOS. So I decided, you know, let's start eating healthy. I've seen a lot of girls on here that started eating healthier, watched their weight, lost weight, and they got pregnant naturally. So we're trying that. We are hitting it full force. Just yesterday we were, or not yesterday, the day before yesterday, we were eating really bad. And his sister-in-law actually sells Herbalife. And so she kind of helped us get a push start. We're doing a 3-day trial from her, and if we actually see results, then we're gonna start purchasing the products and, you know, really using them. Oh, excuse me. So what we're doing is, in the mornings, our breakfast is an Herbalife shake, and then 2 hours later we'll have a healthy snack. like cottage cheese, pineapple, rice cake, something healthy with a lot of protein in it. 2 hours later, we'll have our lunch, which is another protein shake. And then 2 hours later, we'll have another healthy snack. So kind of trying to speed up our metabolism. And along with lunch, we take a metabolism booster. So I know this stuff is healthy for pregnancy and trying to conceive, because my sister-in-law, his sister-in-law, she's technically my sister-in-law, she conceived while on it, and she went through her whole pregnancy on it, so it's definitely safe. And so yeah, and then after dinner, we have a regular dinner, and then after 2 hours after dinner, then we have another small snack that is healthy and high in protein. So that's kind of what we're doing. We're trying to get back in shape. After our 3-day trial, we want to see how the products work without working out, but we're gonna start working out. Probably start with every other day, and then go into, you know, every day, maybe, you know, 2 days off. But we're really pushing towards that. I feel like that'll really help my weight. I'm also watching the foods I eat, because there are certain foods that are bad for women with PCOS. To name a few, I'm pretty sure that dairy is one of them, along with carbs. So I'm trying to watch my carbs as well. Obviously there's some carbs in the shakes. You have to have some carbs. So that's a lot of what we're doing. We went grocery shopping last night, got some really healthy foods, and I'm just really excited, for one, to see results, to feel more confident about myself, and then for two, obviously hoping it gives my body what it needs to, you know, conceive naturally. And we're gonna give this a go once after my birthday. If I don't conceive, we're gonna get back with Clomid and metformin and all that stuff, and start working towards that again, and probably start going to the doctors to see if, you know, I do need the progesterone shots. So yeah, that is kind of my story. If you guys have any questions, please ask them. I'm gonna start getting back into YouTube. I actually have a second YouTube channel now that I've actually been kind of posting on more of, and that is only because I started selling Limelight, and I kind of touched bases on it in another video. And my website for that, I'll post below in case any of you ladies are interested, but it's all natural facial products. They're gluten-free, they're not tested on animals, they're Jumping Bunny approved, all that good stuff. And a lot of my reasoning behind wanting to sign up for this business is to help with expenses like that. And I feel like if I can help change some other people's lives as well, you know, with a business opportunity and with the effects it really has on your skin, then that would just be wonderful. So I really appreciate you ladies watching and sticking around while I've been kind of MIA. And if you guys have any video requests, any questions, concerns, comments, what it be, let me know, and I will get back as soon as I can. I get the notifications to my phones, and I've been getting all your comments, and I love it. So thank you so much, ladies, and I will talk to you soon.